Gold has dropped more than 25% from its peak. Is it a falling knife or a lifetime buying opportunity? Come, let's dive in. Since early 2026, we have lost more than 25% of value from gold's peak. Let's see what history teaches today. About 2 years ago, when the gold had very similar double bottom, like drop of more than 10% and then hovering around its previous support, it had about 40% rally. Very similarly, in 2022, when gold dropped more than 10% and then like had double bottom and hovering around its previous support, it had about 25% rally. 2022 is a very similar blueprint for us because after the double bottom correction in gold, we saw significant spike in inflation followed by Fed rate hikes. Pretty much all of them were factored in that correction. And then the gold rally was historic. Along with the Fed rate hikes, the international conflicts, war between Russia and Ukraine, kind of international wars, have been at the center stage of this gold rally. That triggered various central banks to invest in gold because there were US dollar funds blocked by US. And this story continues even today. We still have Iran, US, Israel war, and Israel and other country wars around Israel. And the funds owned by Iran in US dollars are still being blocked. Hormuz is blocked, which has led to not just the US, the global inflation. And very similar things have happened in 2008 too, which led to spike in inflation, during which gold has stayed the safe haven for investors, not just individuals, for the nations. Even now, China Central Bank continues to buy gold in very similar pace for about like 18 months, and BRICS nations joining the China buying spree, and they are stacking up gold than holding US dollar reserves like India, Brazil, etc. Even China has competed with US dollar transaction system by creating its own and becoming one of the fastest growing international wire transfers. This is the third tailwind for the gold, meaning de-dollarization is real and it is being funded and fueled by not just few nations anymore, and it's not by small nations or nations that have historically stood against United States.